Yesterday's game against Trinidad and Tobago was an eye-opening one, and in this video, I will explain exactly why.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
They got Gunnaz podcast.
If you're new to the channel, welcome back to the Gunnaz podcast. I'm your host, Dicanio, an Arsenal fan who covers everything Reggae Boys and local football. And if you enjoy the content that I do on this channel, remember, every single video I do here must get to 100 likes. So just go ahead and smash that like button. It's a very free way of supporting the channel if you enjoy the content. And also another free way is to hit that subscribe button as well. It helps us to grow. It helps to show the progress that we have been making over the past year, and it is definitely appreciated. Now, in this video, I'll be talking about what was so eye-opening about the game versus Trinidad and Tobago yesterday at the GTEC Stadium in London in the semi-final of the Unity Cup. There are a whole lot of talking points, so let's just head right into it. The game started out with the Reggae Boys just being very completely dominant. I think we were dominant for majority of that first half. There was a Kahim Dixon miss from a Burrell assist, right? That was supposed to have been 1-0, very easy goal, and he missed. And then right after that, Dixon won a free kick right on the edge of the box that Casey Palmer almost scored. Speaking of Casey Palmer, he had a very good game. I think that's the best game he's ever played in a Jamaican shirt. He was running Trinidad red. Obviously, this isn't Trinidad's main team, so we have to take that performance with a pinch of salt. But if he can continue giving us these performances, then I might change my tune on what I think about Casey Palmer. For now, it's the same. As I said, it's a second string Trinidad team, but I expected him to put this performance in, and he did. His deliveries were wonderful from set pieces. So I have to give him props for that as well. The entire team was on it in that half. Richard King was spreading. Why? I'm about to say spreading balls, but yeah, man, he was spreading the passes left, right, and center, right? The only person I think that was below par in that first half was Shaquan Davis. I think for the entire game, Shaquan Davis was off it. I think the occasion kind of got to him. He looked nervous for the entire game. You know, sometimes goalkeepers might be nervous for the first shot that they face and then they grow into the game. I think Shaquan Davis was very nervous right throughout, and I did not feel confident at all with him in the goal. Whether he had to save a shot or whether he was playing out from the back, it just didn't seem calm. I'm not sure if that is because I'm used to watching David Raya week in, week out, but watching David Raya week in, week out and seeing Shaquan Davis in goal at the GTEC Stadium, it was a completely different feel. I was agitated every time he had the ball. Even when he was passing out, it just did not feel right. CFAS won a penalty in the first half after Jonathan Russell drived right through the heart of that midfield and sent him. He did a little dribble and won a penalty. Speaking of Jonathan Russell, this is what I've been telling you guys. This is the player that the Reggae Boys have had on their hands from 2023, and we have not been using him. Did you guys see that performance from Jonathan Russell? Absolutely dominant display, attacking wise, defensive wise. As I told you guys, dominant in both boxes, when defending, when attacking, all around the field. Starting from the right side of midfield. The penalty that CFAS won came from him driving on the left side of the midfield. He is the perfect midfielder, technically and physically, for the Reggae Boys. And I'm very glad that he got his chance and he performed. And I want to hear all of you guys as Reggae Boys fans jumping on the bandwagon right now and start demanding for him to be in squads and to be playing, because you guys clearly saw what he is capable of, right? A very good goal as well by Casey Palmer with that Panenka. This is all the first half review, by the way, folks. I think all in all, we had very good transitional play, very good counter pressing, and both of those led to a lot of chance creations from the team. Kahim Dixon was running red in that first half on the right-hand side as well. Another thing that I want to talk about were the fans in the stadium. Now, after what I saw and heard, right, on TV, watching that game, I can definitively say that Reggae Boys home fans at the office are crap. The Diaspora Fans have it over us, folks. They came out with the flags, they came out in their numbers, they came out in their colors, and they came out in their chants. The stadium was noisy right throughout. The team got the support that pushed them over the line. And I don't think that's a game that the Reggae Boys would win at the National Stadium for a variety of different reasons. The fans abroad and those diaspora fans in the UK, I think the Reggae Boys could do with fans like that week in, week out. And I'm going to call out every single Reggae Boys fan that goes to the National Stadium and supports the team. We need to do better. Because we see when the team has support, what they get. They played in England. They got the support from all those diaspora fans, close to 30,000 fans. And they performed. It's one of the best football matches we've watched from Jamaica. A lot of people might say it has to do with the pitch. It has to do with the players, the new players that were added. But I think it's the entirety, everything in general. And I think the fans are very important as well. So kudos to the diaspora fans and thumbs down specifically for the local fans. We need to do better and we need to cheer on the team better, in my opinion. The midfield all around was good. The balance is exactly what I always wanted. Isaac KMD mid, Jonathan Russell one side, Casey Palmer or Rael Morrison the other side. That is our perfect midfield. Add Casey Palmer in, and you have a very, very good mix of youth, experience. All of them are experienced as well, but it's just a very stronger midfield. And I think today is a catalyst for what we are about to see as it relates to the midfield. The midfield used to be, right, our main weakness and what we had least confidence in. But I think going forward, and the more we continue to bring Russell, bring Ravel, and once Louis Baker comes in, we're going to see a change in that trajectory. And the midfield is going to be the best part of the Jamaica national team, which is what we need. Midfields is what really wins your games. And if your midfield is wonderful, then you will win majority of the games. Now going into the second half, we were crap. That second half, the team completely capitulated. As I said, the midfield was dominant, the midfield was great, but the back line took 2 steps down, right? Richard King was okay. Mason Holgate, again, not the best, flattered to deceive. I think he could have gave away a penalty if VAR was there because we got a goal kick and he did not touch the ball at all. That was a clear penalty. But there's no VAR, right? So that wasn't given. I just think the back line was just not at it in that game, especially in the second half, and it cost us. Burrell scored to make it 2-0, and then Trinidad scored right away to make it 2-1. Burrell as well, I wouldn't say quality player, but as Steve McClaren said in his post-match press conference, he's a willing runner. He's always in the box, which means that he will score goals. And once he works on his composure, which I think he lacked in the game because he did miss a couple chances that quality strikers do put away. So it was good to see him. It was good that he scored, and I think him scoring would mean that he would get another chance. If he didn't score in this game, I don't think he would really get another chance in the setup going forward. But I think the fact that he was always a threat and he managed to dig a goal means that he will continue to be in the eyes of Steve McClaren. Is he the answer at number 9? I don't think so. But he took his opportunity and he scored on his debut. So with that, I say give him a chance, right? Steve McClaren also confirmed in his post-match press conference that Warner Brown missed out on the game due to visa issues, and he hopes to have Warner Brown for the final that we're going to be playing on Saturday, whether that's against Ghana or against Nigeria. Now, all of the good things that I told you about the first half completely ended in the second half. The transitional play, the counter pressing, and all of that happened before the subs, which I'm going to talk about. So Steve McClaren spoke about that and spoke as to why the team fell off, and he made mention of the fact that few of the players that were listed in the squad were not able to make it due to visa issues and other issues as well. So hopefully, when he will have those players for the final, which means he will have more options off the bench. I don't know about you guys, but seeing Greg Lay, a left back, come on for Kanye Dixon when the game is at 2-2 and we need a goal, that alone just goes to show the lack of depth that we had in that specific game. And obviously, it's not Steve McClaren's fault. It's just that some of the players had a few issues. Busy was called up. Busy potentially was injured or had visa problems. But Warner Brown for sure had visa problems. So hopefully that is sorted out by the time we are to play the final, because our bench is going to be very important. And specifically for a Steve McClaren team, he loves to have a good bench with finishers. The last action of the game came in stoppage time from Ronaldo Cephas winning a penalty. I think he could have had an overall better game, but a lot of people, our Cephas fans, will say he won us 2 penalties that eventually won us the game. So in their eyes, he would have had a good game, but again, he still lacks intricacies of his game that will stop him from playing at a very high level. Again, this was not a very good Trinidad team. It was possibly their second or third string team. So I wasn't particularly impressed, apart from the 2 actions where he won the penalty, which really had to do with his speed, right? Apart from the speed, I think he's still suspect as it relates to breaking down low blocks. How will he play against a team that plays a bit deep and does not give him that space? He doesn't normally look good against those teams. So I still didn't get anything new from Cephas. It's more of the same, but he did do something good, which was to win us that penalty that avoided us going into penalties, right? What a pun. So yeah, he avoided us going into penalties by winning the penalty, and Richard King snatched that away. I think that's his second penalty he's scoring within a week, right? So kudos to Richard King. And just ending the video on Richard King as well, because Steve McClaren said in his post-match press conference that Richard King is one of those players that plays to the level that he's playing at. So if he's playing against some low lives, he's going to stoop down and start playing like low lives. If he's playing with and against top quality players, he's going to be playing at the level of those top quality players. So he said that he wants Richard King to be out of this country and to be playing at a higher level, and he knows that he will adapt. And he also said that he's spoken to every scout that he knows in England and told them that Richard King is worth making a bet on. So who knows, maybe this summer we might see a team in England. He said he spoke to championship teams, League One teams, and potential Premier League teams as well, relating to Richard King and getting him in and taking a chance on him. He said he spoke to every scout that he knows in England, and he knows a whole lot of scouts from the very top all the way through to the bottom of the pyramid. So I think we can look out for Richard King moving to England this summer. And yeah, that is it for this video. The Reggae Boyz. Oh, one more thing, Rael Morrison. So Rael Morrison did come on in that second half. He kept everything ticking. Nothing special. He didn't really have a whole lot of time. The team was under the cosh when he came on. It was from 2-0 to 2-2 when he came on. None of it was his fault as to why we conceded. But the dynamic of the game changed. He wasn't playing with those stars from the beginning. Other changes were made that disrupted the game. Like Greg Lay playing left wing, stuff like that. So I don't think he had all the right tools to be able to create. He didn't have that pacey wing or more runners in behind, more technical astute players, and players with higher IQ in the final third to be making runs and helping him to display what he can do. However, he did keep it ticking. He let the game play, didn't hold on to the ball too much. And yeah, it was an okay display. Nothing special. I do want to see him more. However, and he should consistently be called up in the squad. That is it for this video, folks. You guys can expect a preview later on in the week when we find out who we're going to be playing, whether it's Ghana or Nigeria in the final. I'll do a preview, let you guys know what my predicted 11 is and stuff like that. Share your thoughts below in the comment section about what you guys thought about the game. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your thoughts about specific players, individual players. Do you think Burrell impressed at the number 9? Let me know everything that you guys are thinking. What did you guys think about Jonathan Russell, my baller? Jonathan Russell's wife actually liked my comment on JFF's post on Instagram. But they are big him up on him wife like the comment. So yeah, man, big up to John Russell and big up to him wife. My baller that. You see me? So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Share your thoughts below in the comment section. And I'll see you next time. Peace.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
They got Gunnaz podcast.